Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode 54?
Yeah.
54 of the Comic Room Pod. I am your host, Spro, and with me, as always, faithfully, on time, handsomely, Mr. Longbox.
Clean shavedly. Well, not really. I still have a beard, but I trimmed it up.
Yeah, it looks clean.
All right.
Welcome in, everybody. Thanks so much for listening, for watching, however you're consuming this content. We appreciate you.
Yeah.
Today we got show and tell, a little bit of news, some pretty fun news. We got an unboxing, some fan mail.
Yes, a long time coming. Apparently, there's a story behind this one
from Mon Comics. So shout out Mon.
Yeah,
as a birthday present for Mr.
Mon.
Longbox. And you guys remember that was a few weeks ago, so you probably don't remember. That's but it was my fault. But the package is here and it's safe now.
There's nothing better than a late birthday gift. Not that it was late from. I mean, how can a surprise gift be late anyway, right? An unexpected gift. But
yeah.
So when I say late, I don't mean late like that way. But it's nice to get a birthday gift 2 weeks after or 3 weeks after your birthday because it's so unexpected. And it's
totally.
like, oh, cool, you know?
Yeah.
It's a standalone gift now.
Yeah, exactly.
And I think I know what might be in here. A comic book of some kind.
No, it's going to be like a letter. And just, yeah.
The ultimate psych job from Brandon.
Yeah, Mr. Longbox watched Thunderbolts because Thunderbolts is out on Disney Plus now. Yeah. So talk about that a little bit.
Kept my promise. I said I would watch it when it came out.
Yeah,
and you let me know via text, hey, it's available. So I watched it.
And Darren and I rewatched it also. So
okay.
Right. It's fresh on our minds too. And then we'll probably just yap. The last couple of weeks we've just been yapping about comics and random stuff. It's been a lot of fun.
Yeah, I know.
I really enjoyed the last couple of weeks. So
yeah, same here.
We'll keep it up. You can follow us on Instagram. I'm at Spros_comics. He is at Mr. Longbox. You can subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. Give it a like if you enjoy this type of content. We come out with an episode every week, every Monday morning at 7 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. You can find this podcast right here, exactly where you're listening to it or watching it.
Yeah, rain or shine. You popped that one out on Labor Day last Monday.
Yeah, no, I was a day late on that.
Was it a day late?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I was.
But I mean, I wouldn't call that late if it's Labor Day.
Yeah,
like
I wasn't going to labor, so.
Good for you. Good for you.
All right, let's kick it off with this unboxing from Mr. Mon Comics.
I'm all for that. I better put my glasses on so I don't accidentally cut myself.
And then I have, you know what? Okay. Yeah. Okay. Never mind. I was going to say something, but I totally shifted.
You changed your mind?
Yeah, completely. I had a claim sale this week. It was pretty fun. If you guys were there, it was awesome. I was giving out deals, man. People were getting some books.
Yeah, they were.
Yeah, it was a good time. It was free shipping all show long, which, something that I'm able to do here and there now that I'm not... now that I'm doing solo sales, because I'm not having to pay consignment fees.
Right.
And so my shipping costs are almost always far below whatever the consignment fee was that I was going to pay. So I like doing that every now and then. It's a good time.
Yeah. I was thinking about that when the sale was going on. This is really well packaged, Brandon, by the way. It's going to take me a few more minutes to get it out of here. When I was there for a good chunk of the sale, but then at least what I thought would be a big chunk of the sale. Then I had to leave to work out. And then I came back from the workout an hour later and get in my car, and it's still going on. That was great. My wife came in and
I think he gave you pull tabs.
Oh, you did. Okay, I don't want to despise his good work of the pull tabs. That actually makes life so much easier. But when I was there watching the claim sale, I was thinking, what's really cool about having a claim sale with free shipping? And I know you can't do it every time, but what's cool about it is it makes like for the person watching the claim sale, it's like being in your local comic shop.
Yeah,
you're just showing and going through and having somebody walk through the bins for you.
Yeah,
and putting all this cool stuff out there because what you see, you know it's what the price is, and even more so because tax things and all that stuff. Right?
Yeah.
So that was really fun. It was fun to be a part of that and watch it all happen. Okay, so I've got the Gemini. I've been released from the Gemini box. Take that for me, thank you. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
This is really cool. This is very well packaged with great care. I can tell. Okay, there's that. And here, okay, it says, and here it says Spro and Mr. Longbox. So perhaps a note for us both here. I'm going to read it out loud.
Yeah, go for it.
If I run across anything sensitive, like, then I'll stop. Mon, when I look into your eyes, no. Okay. Here we go. Okay, now I'm going to laugh. And I got to get a straight face again. Okay. To the Comic Room Pod, Mr. Longbox, happy belated birthday. In lieu of you buying books to save for FF1, yes, that's right. Please allow me to help get your fix. I need that right now. I'm jonesing right now. I haven't bought a comic in too long. I saw this at a local antique show and couldn't think of a better birthday present, or anyone would appreciate it more than you for that matter. So enjoy. Spro, you get a book by proxy.
Let's go.
Right on. I know you are collecting certain Doom covers, and I wasn't sure if this was on the list. I'm also sending along a card I've had since I was a kid. Wow,
Whoa.
For real? So I'm assuming the card is part of this for you. You're the biggest Scarlet Witch fan I know, so it belongs with you. There you go.
Wow.
How I kept it in the condition it's in for all these years is beyond me. I hope you guys enjoy these small tokens of our friendship. Keep that content coming. Your friend in the Northeast, Brandon, aka Mon Comics.
Wow. Thanks, Mon.
That is really nice. We gotta keep that note. That's really nice. Thank you so much, man. Is that our first official? Can I call that? It's not fan mail. It's friend mail. But can I call it our first friend of the podcast mail? Because Okay, so this one is yours. Because I can see it's got that.
Oh
attached
yeah,
to it.
I've seen this card. Whoa. I think this is a variant on the card. Because I've seen this art, but I've not seen the gold foil. Right. But anyways, you go first.
Okay. Oh yeah. Oh yes. He knows me.
Oh, nice.
Little Lulu. Yes. Thank you. I love it. From 1959. Wow. Look at the condition it's in. Check this out. That's gorgeous. Check that out. That's easy. That's an easy 7.0, maybe higher. Actually, I got to take it out of the bag, but look at that. Look how pretty that is. 1950s, golden age Little Lulu. Let's go.
Oh yeah, the color is great.
Yeah, that's really, really nice. And you know what's cool about this too is it's a Dell Little Lulu, and that's kind of like what I do, Brandon. With this is like as you know, obviously, I like Little Lulu comics because both my daughters look like her, and so it was this thing. You know, I had Little Lulu from a purchase I made or trade I made years ago, and then my daughters wound up kind of looking like her, and you married one of them.
I did.
So from that, I kind of it's odd the stories of how we wind up collecting certain runs, certain things, right? So, but that's how I got into Little Lulu, and so whenever I see a Little Lulu in good condition, I'm always interested in it and looking for a good deal on it. But the thing I look at first is it Gold Key or is it Dell? And I have limited myself to the Dells because at a certain point in the 60s I switched to Gold Key, and Gold Key's fine, but the Dell would be the Golden Age ones, the older ones, right? Yeah. So I'd be stoked if it was Gold Key too. I have plenty of those as well because you know how it is. But this is sweet, man. Marge's Little Lulu, issue 133 from 1959. I got to take it out of the bag. Brandon, thank you so much. It has been a little while since I've added a book to my PC, and I do want to talk about that a little today.
Yeah.
The emotional repercussions of selling all the books that I sold because I really haven't thought about it.
Yeah.
But I started to think about this week a little bit.
Oh.
Like because I'm constantly on Instagram. Well, I'll save it. I'll save that for later. Let me just look at this thing out of the thing. Wow.
Here, I'm gonna show this camera this hollow foil. This thing is crazy cool. Thanks, Brandon.
This is a really nice copy, man.
It says limited edition 7 of 10. I don't think it's a 7 out of 10, but I think it's 7 of 10.
Y'all see that? That is really beautiful colors. And check out the back. I love the old comics. I love the backs of them. Check that out.
Yeah.
It's just, you just got to love that. And then the last thing I love to do when I have a Golden Age book, especially a Golden Age book, is this right here. Tell me, you guys, if you do this. Yeah.
Gotta get that hit.
I love that hit.
Gotta get that bump.
You're gonna make me like spit take right into the comic. That's hilarious. It's that smell of just the acid smell of paper, of old paper.
Yeah.
This one's pretty light. Actually, it's not too strong, which means the pages are really not even. That's actually, look at that. Those are off-white to white pages too.
Yeah.
Gorgeous. I love it. Thank you very much, Brandon. This I will go home and go through the ritual of putting it in my collection. And then what I normally do when I get a really nice little Lulu is I'll break out all the other little Lulus. I'll spread them out, and then I'll put this one where it belongs.
Yeah.
Oh, it's issue 139. Nice. I put it there. It's just a thing I do.
Yeah.
I know I'm not the only one. Run collectors, right? We do this. Beautiful book, man. 1959.
Right on. Happy
1959.
belated birthday.
July 1959. This book is older than my wife.
Wow.
Which, if it were younger than my wife, I wouldn't say. Because you're not allowed to say that, but I can say it's older than my wife, right? Really nice. Thank you, Brandon. It's really very kind of you, and I can't say how much I appreciate this. And thanks for your friendship and support for the podcast. It's fun. I'm looking forward to getting together with you at some point.
Yeah.
There'll be some convention somewhere or something that we make it happen, right?
Yeah, definitely. We got to.
All right. Let's see what he's got for you here.
All right, it's a Doom cover. I'm gonna show the camera first. I can't even see it. I blocked myself from it. Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I actually don't know that I have this one or not. Yeah, I don't think I do. Because I think I ran across this in the collection that I bought recently.
Yeah.
And I was thinking, do I have that? And then I came back home and I checked. And I was like, no, I don't have it. And then I was sitting there thinking,
where is it?
Do I take that one and put it on my PC? But now I don't have to. Thanks, Brandon.
That's sweet. I love that pose he's striking right there. It's that majestic one like you kind of see on Avengers
25,
right? It has that same look. Really nice.
Thanks, Brandon. And then this card is really cool. So this is a limited edition foil. It says 7 of 10. I think that means there was 10 on limited edition hollow foils that they made. And this is the 7th one. I don't think it's a 7 out of 10.
Yeah.
I don't think Brandon would give me a 7 out of 10. Not that I don't think he's nice enough, but there's probably a lot of money in that. I don't think he would have sent that.
You're going to check your DMs if that's the case.
Yeah.
Yeah. So can I see it?
Yeah.
Wow. Look at that.
Yeah, that thing's sweet.
Yeah, that's really cool.
It's
beautiful. You really did keep it in amazing shape all these years.
I this week I was going through my card collection, mostly Pokemon, because I'm looking to sell it all in bulk. And I just came across like a lot of cards that were like really nostalgic is a weird word to use, but it's like nostalgic just like in the last few years.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've been messing with cards and looking at a lot of cards this week. So thank you, Brandon. This is cool. This fits right in with my theme of the week, and this also fits in with another gift that I have from Mr. Longbox.
Wait, what? What's this? What's happening right now?
I was looking through all my cards, and I came across this, and I was like, this player looks awfully young. And then I was like, wait, I don't think I've ever seen that player in that jersey. So then I had to go look to see if it was a rookie card.
Yeah.
And it is a rookie card. It's just not the rookie card. Mm-hmm. But I have no business owning this, and you have all the business in the world owning this. This is a Barry Bonds rookie card.
No way. Really?
Yeah.
I don't have this card.
Yeah, really?
I don't have this card. I have his Topps rookie card. I have his Fleer rookie card. I do not have this classic card at all. Yeah. Number 24. No way.
Yeah, on the back it says that would give his stats for previous years in MLB, but it says Arizona. Did he go to Arizona State or Arizona?
Arizona. Yeah, he was at. He went to Arizona University.
Yeah,
I thought it was Arizona State, but it was Arizona.
Is it the blue and red school?
Yeah.
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 Not the Sun Devils. Yeah.
Yeah, not the Sun Devils. The Wildcats.
Yeah.
I thought he was a Sun Devil.
I mean, he might have been.
Could be an error. Like it should be Arizona State. No, but yeah, that's right. So that the only stats they have on him at this point are his college stats.
Yeah.
Wow.
So it's nothing like raw. It's not anything like crazy, but if you get it graded and it comes back a 10, it's actually worth a decent amount.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. And it really is sharp. And hey, check this out. Look at the back. It's got a little spot there for an autograph. Did you see that?
Oh yeah.
That's really crazy. That's cool.
Yeah.
Fun fact, Barry Bonds went to my high school.
Crazy.
He was we were not there at the same time. He was a senior when I was in 8th grade, but my dad, at that point I knew I was going to be going to this high school. And well, it's no secret. It's Sarah High School in San Mateo. Everybody knows where he went to high school, right?
Yeah, I mean, you went to one of the most premier high schools.
Yeah,
like for athletes.
But it wasn't then. I wish it was. We would get beat up by the other Catholic schools, but not baseball. We were really good in baseball.
Yeah.
He and Greg Jeffries were on the same team. Jeffries ended up being a Met, but anyway, Bonds was also the starting point guard for the basketball team. So my dad took me to a Sarah High School basketball game his senior year, and I watched him play. And he was the star of the team. And, you know, these professional athletes are usually 3-sport high school athletes. At least back in the day. But yeah, he was a Pittsburgh Pirate. The Giants, I think, drafted him. Pretty sure the Giants drafted him out of Sarah, but he didn't go pro. He went to college instead. So then they went ahead and drafted him. No, they didn't draft him. The Pirates drafted him. And I'll never forget when they signed him in the offseason of 1993.
Wow.
It was the greatest thing because we still had Will Clark. We had Matt Williams. We were stocked, man.
Come home, Barry.
Barry. Well, he's a Giant. I mean, he's hanging around the team a lot these days. But yeah, he wore 24 because, of course, his godfather's Willie Mays. But then when he came to the Giants, couldn't wear 24 because that number had been retired.
Yeah.
So he wore 25. So
nice.
And my dad, incidentally, grew up a Pirates fan. Because he grew up in Pittsburgh.
Oh, wow.
And he went to school with Mike Ditka.
That's crazy.
They were on the same basketball team.
Wow. That's crazy.
And football. Well, my dad didn't play football, I don't think. But anyway.
Yeah, so I don't know. I mean,
I would love to get a Pirates jersey of him, actually.
That'd be cool. Yeah.
Thank you, dude. That's really nice, man.
Yeah.
I love it.
It's got no business in my collection.
Well, it's actually looks like it ought to get graded though, right?
Yeah. I think it's got a.
I don't see anything wrong with that.
Yeah, unless the edges are a little bent.
And I'm not an expert at card grading at all, but I've got a massive baseball and football, a sports card collection.
Yeah. I have
from my past.
It's not going to be high grade because it's got a little bit of damage on one of the corners, but I have the Derek Jeter card, which is
card
like one of the rookie cards. Yeah. Wow. It's his 1996 draft pick. I'll show you when we're done. But it has some damage, so it's going to be like in the 6s, 7s maybe. But that's not, or 6 or 7.
I probably already shared the story on the pod, so I'll just give an abbreviated one. I grew up in the San Francisco Bay Area, so I was a fan of all of those sports, and that would include the Warriors back when the Warriors were terrible. And every year, really for us, the playoffs was the draft, the draft and the draft lottery. And I would get every single rookie card I'd get my hands on of whoever we drafted. And I did this for years and years and years. And I stopped doing it the year before we drafted Steph Curry. That's all I'm going to say about that. That's all I'm going to say. Anything else? But hey, if anybody wants a Patrick O'Brien rookie card, I got lots. Or Yuri Welsh or Ike Diagu. O'Donnell, you want an O'Donnell Foyle rookie card, a Todd Fuller rookie card? I got it for you.
Well, Monte Ellis, was he drafted by SF or no?
Yeah.
Do you have a Monte Ellis?
I did. I sold it. Yeah. Monte. Okay. I got a few out of it. I got Troy Murphy, Gilbert Arenas, Jason Richardson, Monte Ellis. Yeah, I had a few decent ones.
Dude, honestly, that might be the biggest collecting mistake you've ever made. Even compared to all your sales in comics.
100%.
Like that.
100%.
Especially because like I'm watching like all these like sports cards content and cards, man. It's like they make the comic book market look like T-ball, like Little League.
Yeah, it's weird, right? It's really because there's so many more sports fans than there are comic book fans, and sport card collecting has always been cool. Comic books hasn't always been cool.
Yeah, it's like there's these cards that are called Kaboom. I don't know if they have another name, but it says Kaboom on the card, and it'll be like you can get Kaboom rookies, and like those are expensive, but you get like a PSA 10 Patrick Mahomes Kaboom card, and it's like a $5,000 card. Isn't that insane? It's not even a rookie card.
$5,000 is about where I am toward FF1 at this point.
Exactly.
That's absurd.
I know.
That's
Just
crazy.
Just it's pure rarity because because in cards you can actually have manufactured scarcity that like matters.
And that matters. Yeah, and they do, and it's actually kind of cool scarcity too, like some of those hollow cards and refractor cards, and they did a lot of neat stuff, signature cards, jersey stuff, man. And if you and I tried to trick myself. Copium, I think is the word that you use for this, where I said, well, yeah, but I doubt that I would have been able to get my hands on like the rookie Steph Curry because, there's these one of ones or one of tens and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But then if I go through my collection of Golden State Warriors stuff, I have signed jersey stuff of our drafted rookies. And if you guys remember, Steph Curry was not ballyhooed as this like special thing. I could have gotten those cards, and the funny thing is, I would have because I did. Yeah. I got these limited cards for nobody.
Yeah, it's the like signature patch cards or jersey patch cards. Those on rookies, those are the ones people like really like. From what I see,
I have 4 signature rookie patch cards of Yuri Welch. The Warriors drafted him a few years before Curry. Would you like one?
You should have
signed and numbered and everything.
Have you looked it up?
Yeah, they're worth nothing.
Really?
Yeah.
I
don't think I don't even think Yuri Welch ever played more than 3 minutes in an NBA game in his career.
Fair. Yeah. Okay, for instance,
for me, not him. I never got drafted, so
he succeeded. So I have this Gengar VMAX, Gengar and Dragonite and Rayquaza. Those are my 3 favorite Pokemon. I have this Gengar PSA 10 from Fusion Strike. It's the VMAX alt card. My wife brought home a couple packs from Target. Single packs that cost like $4 a pack. She just brought like 2 or 3 home. And I pulled this card out of a $4 pack. This thing right here. This is a $2,000 card.
In that condition right there?
In this condition.
What? Sell it. Why are you keeping that thing? Are you kidding me?
Because I've tried to sell it, but I get lowballed like crazy on it. And I mean, I had it a month and a half ago. This thing was worth $1,500. Now it's worth $2,000. And I tried to sell it when it was worth $1,500. So now that it's at $2,000, I'm like, I think I'm just gonna ride it and see.
My God, yeah, the Pokemon's really hot right now. Even if I know that, then it's blazing hot because I don't pay attention.
Yeah.
But if it somehow comes across my world and I know it's hot, then it's
I can do
hot enough for a little bit of a
show and tell.
Yeah.
This is, I think you chipped in for this for Christmas gift. This is a PSA 9 1999 Pokemon Fossil First Edition Dragonite Hollow. I think this has doubled in price since you guys got this for me.
Nice. So, that's great.
This one, I can never sell this card. This is from Evolving Skies. This is the Dragonite V alt card. It's a PSA 9. I could not pull this card from Evolving Skies for the life of me. And then finally I pulled it. And this one's worth a decent amount. PSA 9. PSA 10, it jumps up big. But I could never. I
remember when you and Dara were buying these from like Target and stuff like that. And we would buy them for you if we were in Target and we saw it. And then we'd give them to you and you'd pull.
This is actually I think this card has a lot of upside if the Lakers don't win another championship with LeBron. So this is from 2020. This is a LeBron James Finals MVP card, Mosaic Genesis. So it's got this blue purple, like,
oh yeah, that's pretty
hollow on the back. And these mosaics, they're like the ones to pull from from anything that isn't, I'm forgetting what they call them. But like pretty much from like packs that you can buy like from Target and then like stores and card stores, you can pull a Mosaic Genesis. They're just really, really, really hard. And they have like really low print runs. But then there's other like packs that you can buy, like boxes, but they're like $200 a pop. And but you're guaranteed like an auto, or you're guaranteed.
I see.
Like so, that's where you can get a lot of kind of like the bigger stuff. But when you start going back to like Luka's rookie year or AD's rookie year, I'm trying to think of like more recent, like Trae Young,
Probably Wemby.
Yeah, Wemby. Then like buying, because they stop printing once the year's done.
Yeah.
So you try to buy that sealed product. That stuff is crazy expensive, and then you could just end up with some dude who's probably not even in the league anymore, like an auto patch from just some guy
like me, like I have.
Yeah. And this one's cool. This is probably one of my favorite cards. This is only a PSA 8. This is Panini Hoops, NBA Hoops Slam Kobe card.
Oh, yeah. I remember you showed me that card. That's a cool card.
Yeah. So this is like the variant of it because it's got the NBA Hoops and Lakers is in gold hollow on the top, and the standard is a silver hollow or silver foil, and this one's gold foil. So, yeah. That's my little collection.
Wow. Yeah. I mean, it's I there was a time when I was really into it, and I had a huge Will Clark collection of all kinds of stuff. But I would get just the best players on my team.
Yeah.
So I have a big baseball card collection, and I pulled a Joe Montana rookie card from Wax Pack that I paid $15 for.
I remember.
That was a cool story.
Yeah.
And I ended up selling it. It was off center, which is a bummer. It was like 70-30 off center, but still, it was a cool story. And I thought I would never sell it, but when trying to put food on the table, for your young family, you suddenly it doesn't matter that much to you.
Totally.
And that's the way it was. But I still have, and you got me a really cool Will Clark card.
Yeah.
That I have.
I think it was a numbered card.
Oh yeah, it was like of 10.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah, it was numbered at 10. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
And, so I've got that in. I've got a few like that, and I don't know what I'll do with it. But Will Clark has an interesting and rabid fan base.
Yeah.
Still, it's interesting.
I'm tempted to like get into sports cards.
Oh. Man. Wouldn't that be funny if I came in as like, so I've kept true to my word. I haven't bought a single comic book, but I spent $500 on sports cards.
They're liquid right now. That's for sure. But maybe it's a bad time. Maybe we gotta wait till it comes crashing down.
Maybe you should do a claim sale and half of it be cards. I'll bring some of my cards. Maybe my cards will get me over the top to FF1.
Yeah, maybe.
And I've got I don't even know what I have anymore. It's been a long time since I've looked.
Yeah. This is the last thing I'll say so that we can actually move on to comics and show and tell. Yao Ming rookie cards. Undervalued.
Oh, yeah.
Undervalued. I think.
I don't know what they're valued, but Yao Ming was a superstar.
I saw a guy negotiating for a Yao Ming card on a video. I don't know. Like back in that era, like early 2000s, they weren't like really doing all the creative stuff that they're doing now. They were still doing like patch and auto stuff, but not going crazy with like the hollow and the foils and stuff. But it was just nice. It had a little bit of a hollow on it. It was a rookie card. He wanted $2,100 for it, which compared to like other like players who are as dominant as Yao Ming, like compared to like Shaq
and
Tim Duncan, like players of that era.
And you think about who's your potential market to buy this card in the future. Anybody who's a fan of anybody, any person from China who's a basketball fan.
Yeah. And
China has a lot of people.
Yeah. So it was even a China variant that he had, like a Chinese print.
Way, really?
So that's gotta like, and the dude that was buying, I sent you one of his videos. He was the one negotiating, and he was just like, dude, this is such an undervalued market. Like he's like, this is ridiculous.
Sports cards, not Pokemon for me, but sports cards, I could easily fall into it.
Oh yeah,
because I'm a huge sports fan, and I do love cards, and I've been into it before. Yeah, so it's dangerous.
It's just very expensive, which will keep us out of it.
Yeah, that's right. Anyway, good stuff, man. Thank you again, Brandon, for this amazing comic book, and thanks for the Barry Bonds card, dude. That's cool. I've got a spot for it in my collection. Exactly where it's going to go.
Yeah, sweet. Yeah, thank you, Mon, for the card, and we both got a card and a comic
and thanks for the kind words in your note too. That means a lot to me, and I know it means a lot to you.
It was really nice. Thank you, Brandon.
Yeah.
All right.
Show and tell.
You go first.
All right,
because I just yapped about cards.
Yeah, so I have a show and tell. It's really one book, but I have to show a second book because it's part of the story of it. But it's really just one book that I'm going to do a show and tell, and it's this. I need my glasses here so I can read the label. It's this really cool book here, Detective Comics issue 211.
Yeah.
From September of 1954, and anybody who knows my collecting journey, it knows immediately why this is part of my collection, because it has a certain character on the cover, and she's right here in the bottom left corner, Selena Kyle herself, the Catwoman. This is one of only 8 Golden Age covers that Catwoman appears on. That's it, only 8, which is hard to believe when her debut is Batman 1 from 1940. She's only on 8 covers.
I saw a page, I don't know, you might have seen it, on IG from Batman 1 that had Joker on the page. It was only going for like in the thousands. Like it was like 1,200 or something.
I saw it. One of these times, I'm going to see something like that, and it's going to be Catwoman.
Oh, dude,
and I'm
going to
buy
thousands?
It.
Yeah.
And I'm going to buy it.
100%.
I also am interested in the splash page for Batman 3 because that's Selena Kyle in her first costume.
Oh, that was she blonde?
Yeah, she has that. I don't know if she's blonde, but she's got that cat mask thing. Because in Batman 1 and 2, she's not in costume. Just Selena Kyle.
Just Selena Kyle.
So you could argue listen, precedent, right? If we're reverse precedent, because it's in the chronologically, it's out of order. But if we're going to say that Silk, first appearance of Silk is Spider-Man 4, not Spider-Man 1, because that's Cindy Moon. She doesn't become Silk until 4, right? And couldn't we argue that the first actual Catwoman is Batman 3 when she appears in her costume?
Oh yeah, they do that with Dane Whitman.
That's what I'm saying. We should do an episode sometime on just the weird hobby inconsistencies thing, because I think that would be fun.
Yeah, honestly, the Cindy Moon Silk thing is weird because she's in the first 12 issues of that run, but she's in 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah, but issue 4 is the one because that's when they identify her as Silk. So if Batman 3 is when she's known as the Cat in Batman 1, and I think they refer to her as Catwoman and the Cat in Batman 2, and then Batman 3, she's on the splash page in a costume. To me, that sort of feels like the first actual appearance, which is to my advantage because I can get it away from the first Joker and get it cheaper.
Yeah,
like cheaper for Batman 3, but maybe a page, you know. But anyway, the reason I have this is it's number 1 of 8. But the cool thing about this one is it is number 8. It's the last Golden Age appearance of the Catwoman.
Oh, nice.
And there's an interesting story behind that I know I've told here before, but she was banished from comics, a casualty of the Comics Code, because they deemed, they being the Comics Code Authority, that the implied relationship between Bruce Wayne and Selena Kyle, or Batman and Catwoman, was too inappropriate, too suggestive for children. And of course, it was never inappropriate.
Yeah.
But back then in the 50s, I guess they were really being sensitive. The fact that they might even have an attraction to one another and they weren't married, that's enough for comics. So she disappears from comics in 1954. And here's where the second comic I brought comes in. And it's this one. This is, of course, Superman's Girlfriend Lois Lane, issue number 70, the first Silver Age appearance. She doesn't return until November of 1966. She was gone, you guys, for 12 years. She got banished she's the original bad girl of comics. She was so bad that the Comics Code Authority banned her for 12 years.
I didn't realize you had a white page copy.
I know. I didn't realize it.
Amazing.
This is from the Fantastic collection.
Right.
And I have the slip that comes with it. I just chose not to send it in with CGC because I people have different opinions, have differences of opinion. I don't love the Fantastic label. I didn't really want it on this.
Also, what's the point of?
Yeah.
I mean,
but
respectfully,
yeah. I mean, it's a cool story, but I have
the story is cool.
I mean, I have the slab label for it, but
it just has nothing to do with Catwoman.
Right.
So it's
exactly.
What would be the point?
But this is awesome. Superman turned into a cat in a cage with a cape. It's pretty sweet. But she comes back looking a little different. She's now not in a dress. She's in her what you kind
of tighter.
Right. I mean, wait a minute, right? But here's 1966. They're like, well, if we're gonna bring her back, the first thing you're gonna see is this cat fight with Lois Lane. Let's go, right? But anyway, that's a great book. Yeah, it's a beautiful white page and white cover. Like the front, the white on the front is amazing, and look at the white on the back. I mean, it looks gorgeous.
Yeah, that book is sharp.
So
I'll give you 3,000.
3,000 and a Steph Curry rookie. But anyway, so there you go. This is Catwoman last Golden Age appearance, and then she comes back in 1966 in this version.
Nice.
But in between is 12 years where we got no Selena Kyle. That's crazy.
You don't know. What's the saying? You got to let them go. If you don't miss them when you let them go, or
yeah, something. I don't know. I think you botched it, but I don't know what it is either.
You know,
I'm like, is it that Sting song? If you love someone, set them free. Is it the absence that makes the heart grow fonder, or is it you don't know what you've lost until it's gone? I've never really admired this book properly. That is as white will ever look on a 1960s comic. That looks like what they advertise when they sell you the Crest whitening strips. Like it is blind. It's snow white.
Yeah, it's sharp.
So 5.5 white pager, and it's exactly what it was sold to me as a 5.5. Interestingly enough, and so I sent it in. So anyway, don't you love those DC with the checkerboard on top?
Yeah, they're fun.
I could see collecting a run of that stuff.
Yeah,
that's really cool. So anyway,
there's a couple. I think the first appearance of Mad Mod is checkerboard.
The checkerboard covers are sweet.
Yeah,
they really are. But this is my favorite checkerboard. But anyway, so it's kind of a pair. But I am that is the side quest I'm on. Besides the Fantastic Four issue number 1, is to get all 8 of Catwoman's covers in the Golden Age, and I have another one coming back from CGC probably next week, right?
Yeah, like Monday or Tuesday.
And then that will leave me with just needing. There's one that I don't have at all. And that is, and it was on a claim sale recently.
On a couple.
Batman 65. That cool cover where it's a big Catwoman face and it's Queen of the Underworld. I really want that book.
Yeah.
But I can't buy it right now. I'm kind of in a frozen zone. And the other one.
Frozone.
Yeah, right. And then the other one is Tech 122, which is her first cover. But I actually do have that book. Coverless.
Right. Yeah,
which is bizarre. I don't know. I paid $50 for it, which is actually a really good price for that book, coverless. Coverless and also incomplete. It's missing even some inside. It doesn't even have the splash page. So, but the guy sent me like a faux cover to go with it. So
there you go.
That's something.
Yeah.
So all right. So what do you have?
All right. This is this actually came back from that same submission that we sent in. No, it didn't. Did it? No. Yeah, it did. It did. And this is just something that I'm adding to my white page collection. As you can see on the wall behind me, these are almost all of my white page books, some of my best white page books.
It's up there.
I put it up there.
It's gorgeous, man.
So, yes, this one will be up there soon. This is a Luke Cage Hero for Hire, 6.5 white page copy. We have talked a lot about this book on the pod, a lot, and just how underrated and undervalued and underappreciated this book is.
Truly.
And
that's such a great book.
You and I both sent a copy in.
Yep.
And mine came back a 6.5 white pager. And I'm happy because if it wasn't, then I was going to sell it. So,
but now you're going to keep it.
Yeah, and I'm going to keep it. Heck yeah.
Look at that.
So, I thought it was going to be a 6.570. I thought it was 6.5 with that outside shot at a 7.0. And it came back just that. And yeah, I mean, there's nothing more to say than what we've already said plenty of times.
Yeah,
and you guys know
book.
About this book. It's a piece.
It is really nice.
Yeah, I'm very happy with it. I'm excited to own it. I've
So
really been tempted. I've really been tempted with some copies in the past that I've seen, but I held out, and I'm pretty sure I got this in that collection. I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah. We just refer to it as that collection.
Yeah,
of just stunning copies of things that we haven't even gone through all of it yet. Like there are, but yeah, that's a great book. I think, you can kind of like breathe a sigh of relief, right? Because now you own stock in Luke Cage.
Yeah.
So if Luke Cage has a really good TV series or it gets popular, you're good. You have it.
Kingpin is mayor right now, and Devil's Reign happens, and Luke Cage is the one who runs up against him.
Yeah, and
then becomes mayor. Spoiler, sorry.
Street level stuff, baby. Let's go.
So
yeah, it's a great book. Our books came back in the same box.
Yeah.
And mine came back at 6.0, which is what we thought it would be. It was exactly what we thought it would be. Although Did we think that CGC messed up? They got something switched up.
We think of they swapped
The greater notes.
The greater notes, yeah. Because yours says like creasing to cover and something something like a normal type of defect.
Yeah.
And then mine says the exact same thing, creasing to cover, and then whatever the defect is. But then mine says tanning to cover, which is not true.
That's not true.
Because the reason
Mine has tanning on the cover. Yours,
Yeah.
we put ours side by side, and if any one of them, yours is white.
you can see it in the 20 cent. Like mine is wider, and that's how I knew the difference between our copies. And yours had a defect down here that was also like different because the spines look relatively the same.
And I had two Detective Golden Age techs in that order.
Yeah.
And one came back a 3.0 and one came back a 1.5. And the 1.5, like what they say, what CGC says in the greater notes is accurate. What it says about this one is it didn't mix them up. But I'm not convinced that they didn't mix up the grades because this, you guys, this one has a piece. You can't tell, but it's got a piece missing out of the bottom corner here. And it's got a big piece missing out here.
Yeah.
But it says so in the greater notes. But it gives it a 3.0, which I'm fine with that. But the other one that's a 1.5, if you put them side by side, the 1.5 looks like a better copy. So if they did make a mistake, I could work it in my favor by cracking the 1.5, sending it back in, assuming I'm correct, and it comes back a 3.0. Like maybe we should do that just for fun, as an experiment.
Yeah,
it would be like a $60 experiment because that's what it would cost to get it graded again. But there's no way it's going to come back less than a 1.5.
Yeah.
I can't understand why it's a 1.5.
Yeah, I don't know either. It looked fine to me, but it says cover split like halfway, but I mean, there's no.
Yeah, maybe that's it. But it's a Win Mortimer cover. It's a really nice cover.
Yeah, it is.
I'm not mad at it being a 1.5. It's pretty, but anyway, CGC's running into some things again.
Yeah.
You know.
Have you heard about the recent bloated slabs?
Yeah, I saw that.
Weird. What is going on?
Some theory was that maybe they're getting some air. It's now airtight, so the gases get caught in there and it's warping the plastic. And I don't know. I mean, plastic is not
maybe
forever.
Some humidity because it's Florida.
That's true.
But I don't know.
But they're definitely having some quality control issues. That shouldn't have happened. They shouldn't have mixed up the greater notes on yours and mine.
Yeah.
And a Batman 42 that I sent in, first time Catwoman's on the cover of Batman. One of my more expensive books for sure.
Yeah.
It's got a detached cover. I bought it as a detached cover. I know the cover is attached. I sent it in. It comes back. The greater notes say it's a detached cover, but it doesn't say detached cover on the label, which it should.
Yeah.
So that's a quality control issue. It should say. Now, I like that that it doesn't say covered. I would never sell it as not being covered attached.
Right.
I would tell them, and of course they would know if they looked up the cert number. But it should say.
Yeah.
So let that be a word to the wise there, you guys. If you're buying a book, especially a Golden Age book where you can see that stuff, and if it's a high dollar book, always check the greater notes. And you can't always believe the greater notes either. But just because it doesn't say covered attached on the label doesn't mean the cover's not detached.
Right.
I have proof in my collection.
Yeah.
And it's an expensive book.
Yeah. Maybe that's why they did it. What did it come back as? 1.0?
Came back a 1.8.
1.8? Oh, interesting.
Yeah, a 1.8, which I bought it. It was sold to me as a 2.5. Came back a 1.8, which is in the realm of.
You can have covered attached up in the twos? I have no clue.
I don't understand how it works sometimes. Sometimes I wonder if it's almost like they treat it as if it's qualified. They give a grade and then they say, oh, and by the way, the cover's attached. Or does the cover attached which it should factor into the grade? I don't think we'll ever get a solid answer from CGC on that one.
Yeah.
But it should be listed in their grading guide. Like what? Yeah. What you could look it up, or we'll look it up off camera. What does CGC? What does the grading guide say is allowable? In
check that book.
Yeah. In certain grade.
Yeah.
I mean, is it covered attached? Like I've seen some weird stuff in that book. Like you can have a certain tear and it can still be like a 9.4. I'm like, really? How is that possible?
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Huh. Interesting.
Yeah. But anyway, just watch yourself with CGC. I've been seeing PSA show up. PSA. Yeah. I've seen it. They're starting to show up on Instagram. Yeah. PSA graded books.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, is it graded books?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see them more than I see CBCS right now.
Yeah, that's true. I do see. Yeah, I agree. I also see them more than CBCS. This week, probably tomorrow, I am gonna crack that ASM 129. It's time.
You said like I'm gonna crack it, and it's right now. It's an 8.0, and you believe. I mean, it had never been pressed, never been
It's
cleaned.
not clean. The back cover is not clean.
So it will bump. Just it's a question is
How much?
And then there's also just the roll of the dice with CGC that perhaps it was undergraded to begin with.
Yeah.
Or overgraded to begin with. I don't see it overgraded. I've looked at the book.
I'm gonna send the label in with the book this time. I normally don't, but I'm going to because I feel like it'll give me insurance.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Yeah.
But does that cap it though? No, because they know cleaning and pressing is a thing.
Because it's an old label. Yeah. And I mean, I could send it to them to clean and press.
And what's the page quality on it?
Off-white to white.
So I know it's not white because you wouldn't be selling it if it was white, and you wouldn't be changing it. But you've lost out on that before, where you've sent something white and it's come back. It was your FF49.
Yeah. Oh, it's not up there.
Should be up.
It's not
Should
white.
be up on the wall.
It would be up here.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that was like my ASM 129 I bought at a 6.0, crack, press, clean, resubmitted. It was a 6.0 off-white to white. It comes back a 7.0 white pages. Don't know how.
Got lucky.
So I'm nervous because it's I think I'm fine. It's just like nerve-wracking either way.
I'd be nervous if I was in the room while you're cracking the case. It just freaks me out.
But to be honest, dude, those old cases. I showed you that.
Yeah, how easy it was to do.
Just rip it with your hands. Yeah. But honestly, I think I will have a better time moving it in a newer case. I mean, honestly, I'd probably pop it up onto a consignment page right now, and it'll probably sell. But
it's not a book that it will hurt to have sit around your collection a little while because it's only going up.
Yeah.
In value.
But if that comes back white pages,
welcome to my PC.
I would consider swapping for sure, because I would still make money at the price that I bought that and selling my 7.0 copy. It might be close, but I think I would still be.
I mean, where's the price break on that book? So it's an 8.0 right now. If it bumps to an 8.5, it obviously becomes more valuable, but not like a huge jump. But where did you say it was? Was it 9.0 or 9.2, or where in there does it really start to?
I think a 9.2 is a big jump.
So could you get it? Do you think it could be a 9.2?
I think so. I think really the only like real defect is there's a small staple tear. But if the rest of the book is nice,
yeah,
then it could go from like a 9.8 to a 9.4. Or a 9.4 to a 9, or a 9.6 to a 9.2, or whatever. I don't know exactly what it is.
Yeah,
but
you have to do it. Do it for the content.
Yeah, so I'm gonna make a video out of it. I'm gonna crack it. I'm gonna record it, and it should all be pretty quick because it's unlimited value. So I will know within a week and a half what the grade is.
I'm considering doing that for my House of Secrets 92. It's a CBCS verified Bernie Wrightson signature. Came back at 3.0. It's got, one of the staples, like top staple detached. There's some rust on the staple. It's got a decent amount of creasing. I never had an issue with the 3.0. I'm like, okay, that's fair. But now that JSA is doing the verification, I think I'd like to get it in a CGC. But I don't know, man. It's tough because that's not a cheap book to get graded.
Yeah.
And then I also have that Star Wars and the Frank Miller and the Daredevil 158. All three have signatures that I did through CBCS. And I thought CBCS was harsh on my Daredevil 158. Came back a 9.0. I thought it was at least a 9.4.
Interesting.
And I thought the Star Wars came back a 7.5. I was sure that was going to be like a 9.
Wow.
9.2. I have no idea. They're like, oh, it's got not fingerprints,
like reader bends.
That's what they called it. Like reader bends are pressable.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking,
I mean, whenever you want, let me know because I have a book that Neil Adams and Kevin Eastman signed TMNT. It's a yellow green label right now, so I have to send it in as a slab to them for them to verify.
Right.
It's like a weird, complicated like signature thing, but I've kind of just been waiting because I don't want to send it in by itself because it's a long time. But yeah, if you have some auto stuff you want to send in,
it's those are pricey because now you're paying what is it, $39?
25 on my account.
Yeah, maybe that's right. 25.
I was just telling Rohan back in the game comics, I can't really sell a slab right now. I don't know what it is. I just can't really move them.
That's interesting. So then,
but my raws, like my last 2-3 sales, maybe I really haven't been able to move slabs, which is nice packing wise. But
yeah, the only way I moved my slabs was I really was given high discounts, and I had some friends show up and say, "I'll take the rest of the wall," kind of thing.
Yeah.
But I've noticed that slabs are not as much. I mean, and the slab books are big books too that you have up there.
Yeah. I sold 2 on the last sale, but they were both sub 100. One of them was ASM 135 second.
Yeah.
Sold that was under $100 because it was a 4.5. It was a 4.5. Then I sold Daredevil 132 second bullseye, and that was a 6.5. And that was $30 book, graded. So
and we sent we have a modern submission.
Yeah, it hasn't even populated on my account yet. And that's a 9.8 pre-screen. Funny enough, I had a dream that I got a package, didn't say anything on it, and I opened it up, and it was all my books that I submitted for the 9.8 pre-screen rejected.
Oh, that's not going to happen.
No, I know there's some, but I have First Cable.
That's good.
I have Secret Wars 8. I have Wolverine 8.
Yeah, those are good. Those are big.
Wolverine 88, the first meeting of Deadpool and Wolverine. I don't remember. Do you remember what else I had in there?
No, I don't remember.
You have that double cover Superman.
Double cover, the Alan Moore Superman.
Because if that's not a 9.8, it's not worth grading.
No. And it will be.
Yeah.
I mean, and then I have the 2 V for Vendetta ones. I'm serious. I would not actually be surprised if one of those or both of them came back a 9.9.
Oh yeah,
there's just nothing wrong with their
I agree.
thicker cover. Like there's a chance.
There's definitely a chance.
I mean, they were. I wasn't kidding when I was in claim. So I'm like, these are. You can't say anything like you shouldn't say 9.8. And I certainly wasn't going to say there could be a 9.9. I mean, that's absurd.
Yeah.
Because who knows what governs that, right? It's like this mystery.
What are you gonna keep one, sell one? Because they'll both come back 9.8s.
I'll probably sell them both.
Really? You wouldn't even keep one? I'm curious. I wonder if there's any
see what they sell
9.9s.
for. See what they sell for. I mean, I wouldn't. The way I see it with these books that I've sold, it's like fertilizer. If they turn into my Fantastic Four 1, then I'll always the piece of them will always be with me in the FF1.
What if one actually comes back at 9.9? Because I don't think that it's impossible.
If it goes back at 9.9, I would probably sell the 9.9 and keep a 9.8.
Really? I was thinking the opposite.
Well, it depends on how much I could get for it, though.
Yeah, let me see.
Because I'm not a V for Vendetta fan. I just bought the books,
Remember. The 5th of November.
Yeah, see? I know. And I've not seen the movie.
Oh, really? Dara loves the movie. That's funny. She's seen it and you haven't.
I know. What if they both come back 9.9? Let's go.
9.8. 140.
Okay.
160. 140 last sale. 160 90-day average.
Okay. And I was selling those for like $40 each, I think. $60 each. I think is what it was.
V for Vendetta. 1 CGC population. Curious, because GPA doesn't have any recorded sales
of a 9.9.
Of a 9.9. So, but I don't really know how to like navigate the website because they changed it. They actually changed it to population report. That's right. Because that's what PSA is. You call it the pop like what's the pop on the card.
Yep.
No 9/9s.
Oh, okay. Then this is what I would do. If I got a 9/9, I would 100% sell it.
Wow.
I would sell it. I would sell it because I could sell it for a lot because it's the only one.
That's crazy.
Guaranteed highest grade. Only.
Because your covers, those were like, I saw them. They were.
I don't even.
There was nothing wrong with them.
No, not even like on the corners. No miscuts. No anything.
Nothing. Yeah.
Just perfect.
Wow.
You know, in my mind, that's what all my books are. You know, until I really look at them and go, oh, okay.
I'm signing in to see if our moderns, because I don't think I checked on Friday. That was yesterday, right?
Although, it would be cool to get a
No, they're not.
to have a 9/9. Like that's something I would love to have in my collection at some point because they have that gold label, that gold, not gold label. That's a pedigree, but it has the gold number. It's kind of cool.
1 of 1. That's crazy. If you got that back in a 9/9, but you got 2 back in a 9/9.
When I had Jungle, oh my gosh, that would be amazing.
You would have to keep one, right?
Yeah, I would keep one.
Yeah. You would
When I had Jungle Action 6 in a 9/8 first,
yeah.
Oh my gosh,
Killmonger.
I was like Kinslayer. I don't know why I want to say that. Killmonger. There were only like 6 9/8s or 4 9/8s, something crazy like that. So you know, by default, 9/8s become less and less valuable because more and more will eventually populate the census. They just have to, right? They're not going to be less. People aren't destroying their 9/8s.
Yeah.
So they're going to become more available. I think if one were to come back a 9/9 for Vendetta 1, it wouldn't remain the only 9/9. So I would try to sell it while it was.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
You set the price at that point, and
Right?
you just hope that
you know what the
V
price
for Vendetta fan finds you.
You know what the price would be? The price would be the gap between how much money I've saved and how much it costs to get the FF1 I want.
No, I'd go
There's
higher.
the price.
The gap between the price you have saved and a 3.0.
A 3.0 or the 1.5 plus FF5.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's go,
yeah.
knock them both out.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's kind of fun. I feel like I've got a little money on the table, so to speak, with this book. Like I'll kind of roll the dice. Like I really think it's possible. But I've not had good luck with CGC. Like watch them both come back 9/6. Like I've had books come back.
They won't come back in 9/6. You'll get them kicked back. We're saving money.
Oh, that's right. They won't be. We got 9/8 pre-screen. But I've gotten a lot of books coming back from CGC in 9/6. It's weird. I just can't seem to crack the.
Yeah.
I've sent some in that have come back 9/8, but I'm due a 9/9, man. I'm owed. I'm owed some good a good break from CGC.
Yeah, that'd be sweet.
So anyway, fun stuff.
All right, let's do a little bit of news here. D23 was this last week.
Oh yeah.
Ant-Man, Paul Rudd, and the Russo brothers did a little video for the people in attendance. And apparently some footage was shown of Avengers Doomsday.
Any details?
Nope.
Oh man, how do they keep a lid on that?
I know, no kidding.
Somebody, come on. Somebody who's watching, who was there, just spill the beans.
And then you can never go back. It'll be great.
Yeah, but we'll make you famous. No.
They're filming Clayface right now. So production started last week, and they got a lot of set photos. The dude playing Clayface. There's a picture of him like all bandaged up. Looks really cool.
Nice.
There's also a bunch of leaks, like just a bunch of stuff on set that people are finding. So one, they've released the Gotham City map. So I mean, there's not much you could see, but pretty cool.
That's cool. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's for the new DCU, the James Gunn. A bunch of like Easter eggs to Batman villains.
Okay.
Sionis Industries, who is Black Mask, and a bunch of other like villains are being like, there's a bunch of Easter eggs that they've like found on set. So yeah, pretty cool. They're setting up Batman. So I think it's pretty cool that they're doing it this way for Batman. You just set up a ton of, because I mean, Batman and Spider-Man, S tier rogues gallery, like just best villains in comics, those two. And so if you set up Batman, you just introduce a ton of his villains and you don't introduce him yet. It's going to set the bar high for when he does show up.
Yeah.
But it'd be so cool.
Man, that reminds me. On your claim sale, somebody asked you, bless you, somebody asked you who your favorite DC character was, and your answer was Flash, and I'm like, no, dude, it's got to be Batman, right? But is it Flash? I know you're watching the Flash show and you're really enjoying it.
I mean, I like Batman. I really like this iteration of Batman, obviously.
Yeah.
I grew up reading Flash comics.
Oh, okay.
And I didn't. Well, actually, I remember being at like going on vacation, Lake Nacimiento. I don't know if you remember that. And that's when I first watched the Tim Burton
I know where
Batman
that is.
movies.
Top
with,
101. Right?
Yeah, way up there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember Arnold Schwarzenegger as Mr. Freeze and Jim Carrey as the Riddler.
Yeah.
I remember all that stuff. So I did watch that stuff when I was younger. But yeah, I don't know. I just
well, that's for you're entitled. You can be your favorite can be whoever you want it to be. But I just thought it was Batman. I just assumed because you love we always talk about it. But Flash is cool, man.
I think
I like Flash.
I think I have more Batman Grails. Like I have 423 and 227 up there, and those are like some pretty big Batman books. I have a lot of Flash graded books, actually, like a lot.
Yeah, you do. You have the Reverse Flash.
And then I have like a Gorilla Grodd cover, like one of his, I think it's his first cover, and a bunch of other like Captain Boomerang first cover appearance.
Why don't you go on a hunt for Showcase 4?
Yeah, right.
It's cheaper than FF1, isn't it?
No. Showcase 4, no.
No, it's not. That's right. They're
First
very hard.
Silver Age
They're
book.
very, very hard to find.
Yeah.
They're not that. But that's a great book.
I mean, I like them. I like them both. I mean, I wouldn't like. I mean, one morning I could wake up and it's the Flash, and the next morning I could wake up and it's Batman. Like, so I probably said Flash because we're watching the show, but then like tomorrow, if I watch the Batman, then I'm going to say the Batman's my favorite.
There's like a 1.0 first appearance of the Golden Age first appearance of the Flash on Instagram right now. It's like 89,000.
Yeah, it's crazy. I also like Nightwing. Nightwing is cool.
Yeah,
Nightwing is really cool. I think that's an underrated key.
Yeah, that character that character's popular.
He's very popular.
Really popular, but hasn't translated value-wise for his comic books yet.
He's very popular to younger than me. I'm probably like the first line of fans of Nightwing, and then it kind of just goes younger.
Okay, so question then.
I can't get that book in a 9.8. I've sent in like 3. I get 9.6 every time. I'm like, are you kidding me?
Bite the bullet, just buy one, man. Just do it. It's not that expensive. You get 9.8 for what?
It's hard because it's a black cover.
How much does a 9.8 cost?
I don't know.
Because if you're saying that the younger generation, the younger kids and teenagers and older are the ones who love Nightwing, well, they're the ones that are going to become the comic book collectors.
Yeah.
Could Nightwing be the Wolverine of the 2020s? Because we remember when we are in your office and we're going through the pages to make sure that there's no MVS missing or whatever, and then we see or we're checking page quality and we see those old Mile High Comics ads, and it says Hulk 181. The price is like $35, and we laugh and we go, "This is insane! It's crazy!" And we did that one investigation where we found that the most money to be made in comic books would have been in 1980 to buy it, put it all in Hulk 181.
Yeah,
and we might have thought because that book's only 5-6 years old at the time. We might have thought, well, I mean, Hulk first appearance of Wolverine. I mean, he's not. It's not like he's Spider-Man. It's not like he's Batman. Right. So whatever. But now the younger generation has all grown up and they are hot for Wolverine. I mean, Hulk 181, Hulk 180, those books are gone.
Yeah. True.
Could Nightwing, could that book to some degree at least be that? If it's I mean, that's a real sleeper because I didn't know that. I didn't know it was popular, like especially with the young.
Yeah, he's real popular, yeah.
I don't think that should be ignored, man.
No. It's an 80s book too.
I know. And so they're available.
I mean, they were coming out when you were in college.
Yeah, college probably.
Yeah, because it's Tales of the New Teen Titans.
Yeah, it tells. I was in college from 86 to 90. So those.
I think it was 88.
Okay. So yeah, right in the middle. So I don't know. I mean, we've already determined that Hulk 181's extreme value certainly isn't about scarcity. That's not the issue. So if you're thinking, well, there's so many copies of First Nightwing, there's so many copies of First Wolverine too.
Yeah. Mind you, 1988, that's almost 40 years ago.
Right?
So
don't remind me. Make me feel so old. Yeah, but
so
you're
that's
right.
not like a young book. Like, I mean,
that might be the ultimate sleeper.
it could be.
Like it really could be. People do, and you know who else likes Nightwing? The girls like Nightwing.
Yeah, they do.
I mean, draw your own conclusions about that as to why. But he's popular with both genders.
Yeah, and and it is a cover appearance. He's on the cover,
and it's a cool cover and a tough cover.
Yeah,
I've never owned the book, but I think I'm talking myself into it. I feel like, I mean, you could get a high grade raw book for less than $100.
Teen Titans in general, and Robins in general, and Cyborg, just all things Teen Titans are really popular with younger people because it was we had the shows growing up, my age, and then like the generation after that, they had the Teen Titans Go movie, and which I was a little too old. Like, apparently that movie is incredible. Like it has fantastic humor, and I do want to watch it because I've heard only good things about it. But when it was coming out, it was at the point where I was like, that's like a little kids show. But then after it came out, or little kids movie. But after it came out, people were like, no, this is fantastic. It just has like that old school Cartoons Network animation style.
Yeah, sure.
Not like Intro or Into the Spider-Verse, where it's a little bit like more mature animated style. So, but apparently, yeah, that movie is like, it has some people praise that humor. So, and then the show, they've taken, actually, I think that movie might have come out after Joker. I think there's like a funny joke that they make in the movie about Joaquin Phoenix's Joker.
Oh,
it's either
I like it already.
It's either in that movie or it's like there was a show that came out after the movie, and it's one of the two. But there's some good jokes in there. I've seen clips of it. They are funny.
If that turns out to be true about the first Nightwing, although it is complicated because it's Dick Grayson, right? And then you have first Dick Grayson elsewhere. So I mean, it's not quite as
because Dick Grayson is Batman 1, Tech 27.
Yeah, and he ultimately becomes Nightwing. So it's not quite the same as first Wolverine, which is also first Logan. All that. But if that comic were to like run and get really hot, I don't think you'd have to have it in a 9.8 for that to be that investment to pay off. I think any grade, I mean, like with this book right here, it doesn't really matter what the grade is.
Yeah.
Right. Or Hulk 180 or 181, doesn't matter what the grade is, it's going to sell.
Yeah.
I don't know if that would be true for the first Nightwing or not, but if that is true, probably then the way to go would be to buy every single raw copy you can get your hands on.
That's what I was doing that for a little while. I had
and you were getting them for like $40, right?
Yeah, 30 to $40 is about what you
I think that's a good bet. Like there's nothing wrong with having a stack of those raw just sitting, just like spec.
Yeah.
I don't know.
There's a lot of other, Wally West was the Flash because Barry Allen died in the 80s.
Yeah.
And Wally West took over for a long time. Because I don't think Barry Allen came back until the New 52.
No, he didn't. Yeah, I remember the Trial of Flash.
Yeah. And so Wally West, very popular. What's his name? Rayner, the Green Lantern.
Oh, right. Yeah, well, Rayner. I don't remember the name.
Yeah, he's also like late 80s, early 90s. He's really popular with people my age, maybe not too much younger than me. I'm trying to think of other.
But Nightwing is Nightwing. Like there is no other Nightwing.
Yeah, and he's the dude in the Bat family that's like when I was reading the Zdarsky Batman run, it was really cool because like Batman's pretty much like crashing out. And the run is like really interesting, and he's crashing out, and he doesn't trust anybody. Like he doesn't trust anybody in the Bat family, and so like Damian Wayne is having a really hard time with it because it's his dad, and he's like, he's getting mad at like the rest of the Bat family because they're like, yo, we're getting to the point in this where like we got to stop him. Like we really have to like
we got to do something about it.
Like it's getting serious. And they're like, you guys, and Damien's like, you guys don't understand, like he's my dad, like blah blah blah, like he's fine. And in that context, Dick Grayson, Nightwing, becomes like the dad of the group, of the Bat family, because he has the most leadership and the most tenure in the Bat family. And so like he's the one who, like, I think there is a scene, if I remember correctly, where like Damien's kind of finally coming to realize that like they have to do something about it. And it's Nightwing who comes and like sits next to him on the rooftop that like is coming to be like, I know that your dad, I know you love him. He's our dad too.
Oh, wow.
And yeah. So he's the most tenured person in the Bat family, second to Batman. So,
well, I feel like the it's been a while since DC's gone. You know, DC books have gotten hot, but when they do, you know, aside from the usual suspects, when they do, there'll be some new books that will take a run. I've never owned the book, but I think I need to own the book.
yeah,
I think I need to own the book. You know, they're cheap
yeah, they are. Yeah,
for what they are.
I have a 9.6 copy, and I think I have 2 raw copies,
which are just ready to become 9.6s.
Yeah, exactly. Sadly, but
well, maybe I'll once I finally get back to buying comic books, that I'll just spring for a 9.8, just one for me.
Yeah,
and then just kind of do what you did, where I can find them raw, just pick them up.
I know my last 2 sales, I see you shaking your head every time I put a book up.
Oh man,
because it's, and my prices at eBay last sold, even if I don't agree with it.
There's some books that you popped up there that I just go, that cannot be that cheap, and I want to buy them. and I realized I can, because you know, like Dara bought a couple of mine, like from the room, and I just handed her. She did the claim. I'm like, oh, it's Dara made the claim. I just handed it to her. Right. I realized, oh yeah, I could buy. What was the one that you popped up that I really wanted? And I don't think it's sold either.
Yeah, there was one that you were like,
I was just going.
I saw you thinking about it.
I was. What was it? It was $30 you had on it.
I don't remember.
I'll remember. I'll think about it. It'll come to me. But anyway, yeah, there were you had some, and you even say, I can't believe this book is so cheap.
Yeah,
but it is. Those are the prices right now. But you know it won't be that way forever.
Yeah, yeah. Something Jaws Comics told us when we traded for the FF5, or when I traded for the FF5 about a year ago. He said, comics follow the card market. And he said a year ago, the card market is starting to heat up. And now we are like in the middle of the card market.
And he was right.
Exploding. And so,
right.
I mean, it might take another year, but if they're following, maybe it's heating up soon. I don't know.
Well, I'm in a spot, man, because it's hard to be disciplined. Because I feel like it's odd. I'm on the verge of buying the book I've always wanted.
Yeah.
But because of that, I feel like I'm pushed to the edges of the hobby. I feel like I'm not in the hobby right now, like, because I can't participate the way I typically do.
Yeah.
Like I'll watch claim sales, and it's really hard for me not to want to participate in those things. And whether it's your claim sale because I'm in the room, or I'm on IG just watching, and there's a ton of times I go like, that's a book I should buy. I should buy that book right now. That's a good price. That's a good book. I've always wanted that book. And then I start thinking about the books I sold, and not that I'm wish I didn't sell them. I'm totally committed to this, and I'm glad I sold them. But I know that until I get Fantastic Four 1, I can't get them back.
Yeah.
Like there's certain books that I have to have in my collection that I no longer have in my collection. There's no way I'm going to live the rest of my life without a first Electra. It's not going to happen.
Yeah.
I sold a 7.5 or 7.0 copy knowing I would upgrade, but I'm not going to upgrade now.
Yeah.
But I got to have it.
Yeah.
You know, and I can say that about probably 5 or 6 books that I think, well, I'll definitely reacquire that book at some point, but just not right now. And so it's been really difficult. I have to say, like it's going to be a huge relief when I buy that book, just because that means I can buy other books again.
Yeah.
But what I know I'm underestimating is the sheer joy I'm going to feel at that acquisition when it happens. Like I keep reminding myself of that.
Yeah.
You know, and I've got that money just sitting in my Venmo account. It's It's just sitting there. Like it's
Yeah.
out. It's separate from every other account I have. So it can't be used. And every now and then I drop a little more in. Make a little transfer, And so, I mean, I'm on Instagram a lot because if I see one, like
Yeah,
we
you have to
did
be.
a month or 6 weeks ago, that was like, again, talk about Rohan. He's the one who he messaged me. He's like, stop whatever you're doing and buy this book right now.
Right,
You will
yeah.
never see FF1 is a 1.5 for $5,000. You'll
Yeah.
never see this again. And he's right. Like I haven't. And if I ever do, I'm going to buy it probably.
Yeah.
But it could happen any day. But I more or less think I have to probably at least wait until I get to LA Comic Con. Although it'd be unusual if that would be the place where I bought it because prices are high at cons. But you never know.
Yeah.
With a big book and cash, things could happen.
Yeah. I still have your Werewolf by Night 32, so you can come by and look at it.
Oh, he hasn't picked it up yet.
No,
Yeah.
he was out of town, and then I was out of town, and then yeah. Well, I'll figure out the details.
That's another book that I know I have to reacquire.
Yeah.
I have all the other key Moon Knight appearances and really high grade copies of 33 and especially 37.
Yeah.
Of Werewolf by Night. So, and I've wanted to upgrade from a 5.0, but I'm not going to upgrade now.
Yeah.
Books that I probably won't reacquire. Maybe like, I don't know if I'll reacquire First Sabretooth. I'm not sure.
Maybe like a raw copy, a little bit lower grade.
Yeah, I mean, I do love that book.
Yeah.
But I know I must reacquire First Elektra.
Yeah.
And I must reacquire First Moon Knight.
Yeah.
I have to. And I will, but not yet. But it's really hard.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
It's hard to sell first appearances. That's the motto, never sell the first appearance. But I'm doing it to buy, for me, the ultimate first appearance.
But that's how you have to sell the first appearances to get.
Yeah.
Because that's where the money is.
That's right. That's right. You have to at least have some of those in your sale, right?
Yeah.
So, but anyway, it's been a challenge for sure. So that's why this little Lulu means so much because, an addition,
Shout out Mon.
Mon, hooking me up. I'll be able to hold out at least another week because of that book.
Man, it's crazy. It could happen any day.
I could text you at any moment and say, but I wouldn't. I would just show up with it.
Dang. No, because I might see it. I might see you claim via DM in a comment section somewhere.
Yeah, it's not. There's not, and there aren't a lot of FF1s, offered up. Although they do get offered.
Yeah.
They do show up. Like Ali Collectibles had 2 at once.
Yeah.
But they were both too expensive for me. They were both like 2.5 and whatever. One was a signed one or something like that. I wouldn't pay a premium for that book for a signature. Actually, wouldn't do it. I prefer it without the signature. Strangely.
But the Jack Kirby.
Well, a Jack Kirby signature on the splash page would be sick.
Yeah.
That I would. But I wouldn't want Stan Lee's big black marker
It's like
across.
he used the biggest possible marker.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, I don't know either.
That's not my favorite signature to have on a comic book. I have a Stan Lee inside a comic book with a ballpoint pen, and it's awesome. It's dated because R1,
Yeah.
or Kazar. We never really could figure that out. But whatever. So that's kind of cool. But yeah, it could happen any day. It just could happen. I have enough money saved up where I'm in the range for either a really good deal showing up or a lower grade than I expected.
Or just, I'm sure.
Close enough to kick in.
Yeah, you can borrow against yourself.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
I wouldn't feel that would be cheating at all. It's close enough.
Yeah. No.
I'm there.
I mean, because like you said, like, it's not like that book is popping up every day. Like, so if the right book comes around at the right time and you're close enough, I don't think you're going to get kicked to the couch for it.
No, I won't. But it's just so weird because I've got the money sitting in, like I said, in Venmo because that's how I keep it separate. If I put it in like the regular bank account, that's where it could just sort of slowly just get absorbed. It's best to leave it. But I'm going to have to migrate it over before the con because, well, I guess I don't have to. I could always just say, well, I can Venmo it to you right now kind of thing. But I think for negotiating purposes, isn't it a little bit more attractive to just put that cash money on the table? But it's a lot less risky to not have the cash.
Yeah.
I should assume that anybody selling at LA Comic Con will take Venmo.
Yeah, they totally will.
So maybe I'm just being silly.
When it comes to that book, if it comes to selling that book, like I'm not going to be like, if I'm the seller, yeah, cash is better for sure. but I'm also not going to be too picky. Like, just Zelle or Venmo or PayPal friends and family. Like, I'm not mad about it.
Or perhaps a combo of the two. Like maybe let's just say what I have in Venmo isn't quite enough.
Yeah.
I'll say, all right, I'll Venmo you this much, and I'll Zelle you the rest.
Yeah.
It could actually happen, man.
That's crazy.
We're in the month of LA Comic Con. It's coming in 2 weeks.
Is it really?
End of the month. I mean,
wow.
it's what's the date today? It's like the 7th?
6th.
It's close. I think it's the 26th. I think it's 20 days away.
3 weeks.
So 3 weeks.
Yeah. No, because it's the 24th.
I've got 3 weeks to save.
So like 2.5 weeks, yeah. No, because it's the weekend.
Yeah.
Wait.
Look it up. Someone tell us. We know.
How don't I know? Well,
but it's coming, and I am.
3 weeks. It's the 27th.
Okay, that'll be really fun because I'm going to go there and I'm just going to walk. I'm going to walk the aisles, and I won't have to look anywhere but the wall because anyone who's got an FF1 does not have it in a box.
Gosh, I can't wait for the inevitable. So I hope you get it, but I also can't wait for the inevitable of you walking to the wall, seeing it, and then asking them like for their price, and it's 2x market.
Man, it better not be, man. That'll be so disappointing.
There's a few. I mean, I'd say it's gotten better, but I don't know. I saw another YouTuber's podcast where apparently it's not getting better, but like East Coast has just went through like their like, you know, they have a string of cons, like big cons in the East Coast. And so I think that just kind of like wrapped up. And so I think it was a Swaggle podcast that he did with a guy who sells on the East Coast. And I didn't watch it, but I saw the title and the thumbnail and it looked interesting and I meant to watch it. I just had a crazy week, but they were saying like the prices
weren't good.
Yeah, weren't good.
Well, so, maybe for a big book like that, like it kind of has to be.
Yeah, if you pull up the data and you have the money, if the seller doesn't want to sell it, that's on them at that point.
Yeah, I mean they don't have to sell it, but
yeah,
ooh, man.
But if you're like, I'll pay market,
I wake up every morning thinking today could be the day that someone throws this thing up on IG. And I buy it.
It could be in the pipeline right now. Isn't that crazy?
I know. Someone could be getting ready to put it up.
It's already like,
and it's not like everybody would be bidding for that book at once, where I'd feel like I'm going to lose it in a heartbeat. Like it could be a really good deal, but I would probably just like you said, look at the certain number and then go on to CGC so I could see exactly what I'm buying.
Yeah.
And
what if you're in the middle of teaching a class?
Class dismissed, man. Class dismissed.
A's for the day. Get out of here.
Out you go. They won't mind.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, seriously. Bless you. Yeah, I think I told you, was it when you came over for the claim sale where I said every day is a day closer.
It truly is. I mean, that's no joke. In a lot of different ways.
Yeah.
Because every day I save a little more. Every day LA Comic Con comes a day closer, and every day is another chance that some seller is contacting an IG consignor, and there it is.
Yeah.
And I do check eBay, but I'm certain I won't buy it on eBay.
It's going to be expensive.
Too expensive. The list price are too expensive on eBay, and then you're paying the fees and the taxes. There's really very little chance.
eBay shipping it's a coin flip.
Yeah. I don't think that it will happen on eBay. But maybe if I see an eBay seller and it doesn't sell and I contact them on the outside, maybe I can swing a deal that way.
Yeah.
I don't know. But I'm looking at it right now on your carpet. You have this cool carpet. He's got this cool carpet here with all these covers and I'm staring at it. It's right in front of me. The Fantastic Four cover.
I know the one that's always right in my line of sight is Cap 1, Hitler getting punched.
Which is an unbelievable book too.
Yeah.
There are certain defects. I'm looking for the right book with the right defects. I don't really care if it's got tape on the spine, if it's not like ugly and yellow. I don't really care if it's got staining on the back or a piece missing out of the back. I don't care if it's got a spine split. I don't care about any of that stuff. What I don't want is a bunch of creases through Giganto's mouth, big pieces missing out of the front, it to look just grungy and chippy and, that kind of thing. I don't want that. So can't just be the book at the price. It has to be the right book at the right price. So it's a little bit dicey for me, but each month, I mean, as far as I can tell, the book's not going up in price. The movie came out. We're in the post-movie portion of this book cycle. So I can't imagine the prices are going to be going up right now. So
Yeah.
Anyway, you guys will know. You guys will be among the first to know. But here's a question. When I get it, where does the debut announcement take place? Do I do it on my Instagram, or do I do the right thing and save it for the podcast?
I feel like IG is. I feel like that's fair because you sold to a bunch of people on IG, so they're.
It'll be a video.
They follow you.
I will pop up a video. I'll be like, y'all. The next video you see is probably going to be because I have it in my hands.
Yeah. Yeah, I haven't bought anything. I haven't bought any comics in a while. I mean, this was stuff I've already had that I submitted. The last book I bought was from you, the Hulk 250.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't really buy. Right now, I think what I'm going to start doing is the reason why I put all the white pages on the walls because I think I'm going to start getting rid of my books that are not white pages, and so that I can upgrade. So I think the first one I'm going to do is Werewolf by Night. So I'm going to sell it and
7.0, right?
Mm-hmm.
Off white to white pages.
Mm-hmm. And fair market value, 900. I'm not going any lower than 900. I'll follow last sales, but 9-month, 12-month average, all 900. And pretty much all sales range from 900 to 1,000. So I will pretty much 900 will be my bottom. And then as soon as I sell that, then that money just goes off to the side. And then it waits until I find a 7.0, 7.5, 8.0 white page copy.
Yeah.
And then I pull the trigger. And
That's fun. That's fun.
I'm going to do ASM 121 and 122. Maybe only 122. I do like 121, but Gwen is on the cover of that too. But it's just like a floating head, but she's on 122 dead. She's dead on the cover of 122.
Right. Tough.
So.
Wow.
I got to get that. You know what also I have to get back is Edge of Spider-Verse 2. I don't currently have a copy.
Oh, wow. Really?
Yeah, I don't think I have. I think I sold all my
there's a point
copies.
you had 3.
Yeah. I don't have any of them anymore. So I need a 9.8 white. Well, it'll be white pages. So.
Yeah, I need to get Nyx 3 again at some point. Upgrade. I had a 9.4. Nice to get a 9.8.
I'm thinking about selling my Daredevils.
Your 168?
No, my 10.
Oh, your top 10?
Yeah.
Oh, because you want to get them white pages?
Yeah. What do you think?
Stilt man, baby.
I have that in an 8.0.
I know it. I love that book.
I know it's a great book.
This is a great book, man.
Yeah.
But they're so ridiculously inexpensive for what they are. That's
I know.
actually criminal to let them go at that price.
There's some that I have on eBay that I have favorited that I'm pretty much like, I just need to sell my books. And then, yeah. So let me know. I might have Daredevils 2 through 9 with the exception of 7 because I already have that in white pages.
There you go. That's a good one, having a white page. That's the first red suit, right?
Yeah. So, but I wouldn't mind getting a nicer copy. It's a 4.5. I think I would like 5.0 to be the baseline.
Okay. Do you still have your Hulk 180?
Yeah.
I want that book. I want the true first appearance of Wolverine. I don't care what anybody says.
Yeah.
I want that book. We talked about trade stuff, but I'm not sure that we have a good. I don't know if I have anything you want at that price point right now.
Money talks, baby.
I got money. Yeah, I think a Hulk 180 is something I definitely want to add. I'm kind of in this weird Bronze Age thing right now. All of a sudden, you know,
Bronze is so cool, man.
I suddenly want all the bronze keys, even though I just sold a bunch of bronze keys. I want Hulk 180. I want not all the bronze keys, but some of the like getting this one kind of got my juices flowing.
Yeah,
because I have that one and I have the Marvel Premiere 15. So I have the first Iron Fist and the first Luke Cage. And that's cool, right?
Yeah.
I would obviously want to get the first Moon Knight back again eventually.
That was a book I couldn't sell. I had
the Marvel Premiere 15.
Yeah, for 175.
And there was a credit too. Like someone could have walked out with 150 free shipping on that thing.
Oh my gosh, I couldn't believe it. And it didn't get claimed.
Yeah.
It's absurd.
That's Iron Fist is anything Iron Fist related is a sleeper right now, in my opinion, like a huge sleeper. So anyway, all right. So I watched Thunderbolts.
Oh right.
Do you want to talk about that now?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I can.
I feel like 10 minutes.
10 minutes. I can do it fast. I liked it.
Yeah.
That was good. And I felt the same emotion that you felt in that scene you described. It, even though I knew it was coming because you told me about it, and I was bracing for it, it still got me.
It's powerful, isn't it?
Because the storytelling was done so well that when it got to that point, it really, really felt it. Like I liked that moment. It was a good moment.
What did you have any reaction to when Red Guardian saves that girl, and then Sentry?
Oh yeah. I'm like, wait, what?
The whole theater when we saw it.
Oh yeah, gasp,
choked on air.
Yeah, because she was so cute and he saves her, and then split second later, she just gets shadowed on out, blotted right out, and it was just brutal. I don't know if we can say
spoilers.
But yeah, I mean they all come back. I was glad that we get to see her returned to life.
That's the director's daughter, I think.
Oh
yeah,
it's neat. Things I really liked about it. I surprisingly really liked the humor in it, and I don't normally.
It was funny.
Yeah, it was. I don't normally like. I tend to get, and I don't know if this is a good thing actually, but I often get impatient with the humor in these superhero movies. But I loved every funny line from Red Guardian got me going.
Yeah,
all of his offbeat. Yeah, everything was really funny. When he's like bulletproof-ish, whatever he's sort of bulletproof. All that stuff was. I thought, maybe I was just in the right mood for it, or what. But or it was just the delivery, or just the actor, or who knows what. But I really had fun with the humor in the movie. The humor in the movie made worked for me. Like I was laughing a lot in the movie.
Yeah, it was funny. All the Bob lines.
Well, I mean, how can I not like that, right? I mean, Bob, right?
Yeah.
Come on,
Bob. They were digging on that guy.
They were
in the beginning.
He was, yeah. I thought it was like it hit really good story beats for different characters doing different things. Other things I liked about it, I really liked they didn't hit it too hard, but they hit it enough. The father-daughter relationship. They touched on that a bit. Just her. The few times that she calls him dad, and those were powerful moments when she's like, yeah, I did need you when you weren't here, and then just the way they kind of resolved it, where she's like, okay, that works, or something, or that was good. That's what she said. She's like, that was good.
Like one of the best moments in the movie was John Walker. We find out he's pretty much like a deadbeat, and he's like infatuated with who he once was as Captain America, and just leads to, I mean, it seems like I think it's implied that his family left him.
Yeah.
And it's just him. And when they're going through Bob's memories and the dad like confronts him and he just knocks him out.
Yeah.
Knocks out Bob's dad. There's so much
there's a lot there.
There's so much there. Like, the fact that he was like bullying Bob the whole time, and he would have left him for dead in the chamber that they were in. He really didn't care about him. And then we find out about him and his family, and just him coming to Bob's defense, and then also him punching himself essentially. Because he probably sees a lot of himself in that type of attitude,
and rejecting the him that cost him everything.
Yeah.
His family. That was great. Yeah. That was a really good. It was everybody. Okay. I liked every character for what they were, with only one exception. And it's not the actor's fault. I just think that this character didn't get enough screen time to have the story. The other story arcs were so good that it seemed like there was almost no story arc. Now it's for Ghost. I just felt like Ghost was kind of a ghost in the movie in a way. She had a few lines, but I didn't get a sense of her at all in the movie. Except that she kills. Did she kill Taskmaster? Who did she kill? Do we know who she shoots? Was that Taskmaster?
Yeah, that was Taskmaster.
I was like, oh, ouch.
Yeah.
I kept waiting for Taskmaster to come back or something.
No, she's gonzo.
That was rough.
Yeah. She was in Ant-Man and the Wasp. So a little bit more of her backstory there. I haven't seen the movie in years.
But so she, I thought, now I realize you can't develop everybody. We kind of talked about this with the FF movie, so you can't get everything. But nonetheless, that it's really kind of more by comparison because you got so much of all the other characters. Julia Louis-Dreyfus, Dufontaine. She was a good villain.
Yeah.
You know, and I was totally caught off guard by the twist of them going through and that being a press conference. Yeah. I did not see that coming. I thought they were just going to, not beat her up. I don't think that would have played very well, but I thought they were just going to go ahead and arrest her, do whatever. And then she's still in control. The woman is still in control, and even though our protagonist says to her, "We own you now," I don't think that's true at all. Like nobody owns her.
No, I think it is because I think they have all the dirt on her.
Well, yeah.
So I think that's what the implication was.
Yeah, they're not gonna, but she's gonna try to eliminate him. Well, maybe she won't. They're the new Avengers. That's hilarious.
Yeah, you watched the post-credit scenes?
I did. Yeah, that really got. It's funny because I watched both post-credit scenes, and even though now the Fantastic Four movie has come and gone, it still got me hyped when I saw it. I was fired up, especially because the way it was presented. Because you get the credit scene where all you see are all these press clippings of people kind of like, oh, these are like the B Avengers, not the Avengers or the B team, and who are these people? And to set up this whole world that's waiting for like a real superhero team to be that, and everybody knows it's not the Thunderbolts. Yeah, they're not going to be it. They are what they are.
I like them better than the current Avengers roster.
Right, and then into that world comes the FF ship. Oh man, did I like that? That fired me up. I'm like, let's go. Yeah. The world is ready for them.
Yeah, the only thing I don't like about it is I don't understand why Sam Wilson would be suing them.
Yeah, that was weird.
Like I don't understand why he would be suing a team that has Bucky on it.
Yeah.
I don't know. And that seems like he's being controlled by something.
Yeah, I didn't see that. That was I took that with a grain of salt because it was all like off camera stuff. Like they're talking about somebody who had done something. I didn't see him.
So that was filmed, that was all directed and I think written by the Avengers Doomsday team. So it was directed by the Russo brothers and then written by their writers. And I think there was like reports that's just going to be a scene in the movie. Like, so we'll see it again.
Okay. Well, they said, I think Thunderbolts, those characters will be fun comic relief in any movie they're in.
They have the most emotional depth out of any other, like more than the rest of the Avengers roster, the main Avengers.
Yeah.
One of my favorite lines in the movie was when they're going through like the memory sequence.
Yeah.
And then they when they all get out and somebody asks Bucky, like what happened to him in there? Or like something.
Oh,
he's like, no. He's like, I have a perfect past.
Yeah. It's fine. I got no skeletons in my closet.
Okay, Winter Soldier.
Yeah, wow. The Red Guardian was maybe my favorite. He was so good. Yelena Belova was awesome.
Yeah,
it was hard to say that. Yeah, it was her movie. She was the main character, and I'm a big fan of that actress.
Yeah.
I always get her first name wrong. I know it's Pugh, but I want
Florence Pugh.
Yeah, Florence Pugh. I always want to call her something else, but it's Florence Pugh. She just kind of commands the screen when she's there.
Yeah.
You know? She's got a lot of charisma, and she's really good. She delivers some hilarious lines, with that Russian accent and the whole thing. But then she's also human, and I believed her story arc. And I believed it. It's interesting. I thought about something, and my thoughts on her are still not fully formed. But clearly, the true antagonist of the movie is what I guess you would call in the 21st century kind of mental health, which is a pretty new term. And I kept wondering if being a Gen Xer, if that shuts me out a little bit from being able to connect to it the same way your generation does, because our generation just wasn't raised to be sensitive to that stuff.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it was, and plus the parallels too were kind of harrowing. Like, what does Sentry become? Like this thing that we find out we're not left in a suspended place for too long to find out, okay, they're not actually dead. They do, like the little girl comes back, but it was kind of freaky. It was like, here's a guy who is just really like gets into dark mental places, as dark as it gets. And then, you know, kind of becomes a superhero version of a mass shooter. Like he just goes and he's just indiscriminately killing people, blotting them out in it. And, you know, we recently had one of those in the news, and it, so I was very, in my mind, quickly able to make that connection. Not that I'm, you know, and I don't know if that was intended by the writers or not, but the context of when I watched it, it was so fresh, right? It was there. And so I started thinking about that. You know, and I don't, it's like I said, my thoughts aren't fully formed on this yet. I don't really know, but that's one of the unique things about our podcast. We are a cross-generational set of hosts, and your experience with it in that area is going to be different than perspective is going to be different, because I know that your generation and my daughter's generation is way more sensitive to that stuff, and that's a good thing. Yeah. My generation is more like, well, suck it up, you know. And but I kept having to kind of put myself in check, because my old head Gen X is like is thinking, well, you know, is this enough to hinge a whole movie on, and for him to become a homicidal maniac? Well, clearly it is. Yeah. We know that from reality. It is. And so it's just given me a lot to think about. I'm not done thinking about it yet. Yeah. But it was interesting for me to realize that you and I have different contexts to look at it. Mm-hmm. I'm not saying my perspective is a good perspective. I don't think it. I think it has benefits, but I also think it has a lot of drawbacks. Yeah. Like, you know, because it's one thing to say, well, you know, we're kind of like, well, you know, suck it up. We all had bad childhoods, and we had we all had our issues, and we just have to deal with it. Like, that's all well and good if it means you can go about your life and live a normal life, but it's bad if that then causes you to be insensitive towards somebody else's suffering, because you can't speak for somebody else's suffering. You can't speak for what they're going through. Right. And I think it's like pride gone wrong if you think you can. Yeah. You know. And so anyway, I don't know. A lot of deep thoughts about it that I haven't really processed yet, honestly. Yeah. And that says a lot about the movie, that it's a superhero movie, and it's got me thinking these things. Yeah.
I think the way that like my generation views like your generation and even older when it comes to like that, like mental health stuff, is like, I'll say we don't think that your generation knew how to process that type of stuff. And so that's led to like a lot of family trauma, like, and for a lot of people. And I know it's like, I know how it affects my family, because there's a lot of it. And I think I'm like the first male in like the lineage who's kind of like dodged it a little bit and is like thinks differently about it. And like, just like they talk about in the movie where like they're talking about like stuffing the void down. Yeah. Like I know that I'm the first when it comes to my grandpa and my father. Like, I don't feel the need to stuff it down and pretend. And I think that's like probably like the biggest, and that's why the ending of that movie, or rather like the final battle, that's why it like hit so hard and why I was just crying in the theater. It's just like the victory wasn't the super strength that U.S. Agent and the Winter Soldier and Red Guardian have. It wasn't the Ghost's ability to go invisible and be sneaky and sly and pop up where you don't see her, or Yelena Belova's insane acrobatics and martial art and her just assassin. None of that won. Like, it was seeing the Sentry, seeing Bob giving into the darkness and becoming the darkness.
Wow.
And so you can't beat the darkness with fighting, and you can't beat the darkness with strength, and you beat it with community and friendship and companionship.
Yeah. The light.
Yeah, and that's exactly why Yelena Belova. I mean, for anybody like that's going through, like when I see like friends or family that are going through that, and as somebody like I struggle with anxiety like in my life, and so I know when I see other people struggling with that, when I'm in a season of my life where I'm like not actively struggling with it, or struggling against it, I should say, is like sometimes it's just like being present and just being there. And so that's what hit me, is just like they knew to do that. They knew they weren't jumping this guy with Bob, and they didn't start kicking him because they all would have been consumed by it too.
Right.
They would just grabbed him, and they had affection for him, and that is ultimately what won. And it got me because I know that in my moments like that, that's what Dara does for me, is like she'll just like sit next to me, and
that's awesome.
And even if it's just dead silent for 45 minutes, just having her next to me and her presence is like all that I really need in those moments.
Yeah, man, that's wonderful. That's great. It's neat to hear you say, you may be the first in your family to kind of break that cycle or whatever it is. Think about what it says in the Bible about, what does it really mean when it says we the sins of the father are visited on the kids? What does that mean? We can unpack it in a lot of ways, but in what we're talking about here, we all are the products of how we were raised. Like you want to say that you rose above it, you're different.
Yeah.
The only thing that breaks that cycle is the Lord, Yeah. I mean, not to get too religious on everybody here or anything, but this is our faith, and it's true.
Yeah.
Like before I found that in my life, I was very much the product of how I was raised.
Yeah.
And I had a really bad temper. I was very I was prone to just make emotional decisions, rash and harsh. And the way I was raised by today's standards, and I had a great childhood. My parents loved me. I never doubted they loved me. But someone could definitely look at my childhood from the outside by today's standard and say, dude, like you took a lot of heat. You took a lot of, I hate to use the word abuse because that's such a loaded word these days.
Yeah.
But I mean, I get my share of beat downs and
sure.
and yelled ats and fear and hiding in my closet kind of stuff. I mean, it was, but that's not the kind of person I was, only because of that broke cycle.
Yeah.
That's the only reason. And maybe that's true for you as well.
Yeah.
But I guess the movie, it was surprising. It was unexpected.
It's top 5 MCU for me.
It was really good. I'm like I said, I'm truly, definitely still processing it. Like I hope I didn't make my childhood sound really terrible just then.
No, I don't think so.
Okay, because I love my mom and dad, and like I said, they gave me a wonderful childhood. But they were, the silent generation is just different.
Yeah.
And they always had a roof over my head and all that stuff. But yeah, this movie gave me lots to think about.
It resonates on a different level, like compared to any other superhero movie.
Yeah.
It
was definitely a surprise. Definitely it was a good movie. I don't even know where to rank it yet. But I would give it a high rating.
Yeah. I say top 5 MCU because I don't think any MCU movie has emotionally moved me the way that movie has. The only thing that comes close to it is Spider-Man No Way Home, when Andrew catches MJ.
To redeem
that moment. That moment is just the look that he gives her, like after they land, and Andrew Garfield's acting is phenomenal in that scene, and he just has this moment of like finally achieving peace, and MJ's just like, "Are you good?" And she has no idea. But the whole audience knows how big of a moment. And it was great. Like oh man.
Good stuff.
That's the only thing that comes close to it. But
I feel like the MCU's in good hands moving forward, and maybe we can hope for more. I like emotional payoffs in movies. I like moments that feel earned, and this one had a lot of those.
Yeah, that director Jake Schreier. He's doing X-Men.
Let's go.
Yeah, I'm sure him and his writing team. I think they're all doing it, and they're the ones who did Beef, which I also highly recommend on Netflix.
Okay, yeah, I've seen the previews.
Yeah.
Did you notice, by the way, that I'm wearing the Superman?
Look
shirt?
up.
Now, this is not necessarily an endorsement of the movie. I didn't hate the movie, but I didn't. You all know how I feel about the movie, but I love this poster.
Yeah, it's a great poster,
and I do love the sentiment. Look up. Although the movie did not, I don't think the movie delivered that at all.
No, the poster is better than the movie.
Yeah, that's actually, that would be a cool thumbnail. For not for this podcast, but for some other. But I love the idea of look up. Like they really need to have captured that in this movie.
Yeah.
Anyway,
just announced this week by James Gunn on Twitter. Don't know if it's a sequel, but Man of Tomorrow. Hits theaters July 2027. I forgot that in the news.
Incidentally, that's the book I sent in, the double cover Alan Moore story. It's called Whatever Happened to the Man of Tomorrow.
Yeah.
This movie will not affect the value of that book.
No.
But he was called Man of Tomorrow at the World's Fair in like 30, whatever it was, 30. Yeah. I don't remember. I don't have all that.
He posted a picture of some Jim Lee art of Superman and Lex Luthor in the war suit, which I think that is Action Comics, because I was looking for it. I didn't get it in that collection. I think it's like Action Comics like 536 or something.
You know what's ironic is that as critical as I have been of the latest Superman movie, I'm actually excited for the next Superman movie. Does that make sense?
I'm just excited to see what happens. Like I'm excited for Supergirl. Like I guess I'm indifferent. Like Superman, I don't know that I'm excited though, because I'll be there opening night no matter what, but I'm just not a fan of Nicholas Hoult as Lex Luthor, and putting him on putting him in the Luthor war suit just means we're getting more Lex Luthor. So I would be happy if if we got a break from it, and we've only seen it once, which is kind of sad, but right. Like if we went on to some Brainiac or Bizarro or
Parasite,
Doomsday, which they wouldn't do that soon. Mr. Mixel, whatever.
Yeah, I don't know how to pronounce it. After all these years, I still can't pronounce it.
But all right, cameras are going to shut off soon. We already got one that shut off. So literally any moment here. So
all right, so I guess we're going to wrap it up.
Yeah. So thanks, Mon.
Yeah, thank you, Mon. Really very kind. Very nice.
Appreciate you. Thank you guys so much for watching or listening. Long episode. I said 10 minutes and it's been 23 minutes. So since
that's incredible. Oh, dinner. That's right. She's making dinner.
Yeah,
incredible.
No, I'm saying I said 10 minutes.
10 minutes.
Thunderbolts.
10 minutes of me talking about Thunderbolts,
and it's been 23.
Really?
Yeah.
It feels like we were only talking about for 5.
Nope, 23.
Wow.
Yeah.
So. This is why we have to have a podcast because otherwise we would talk forever and never do anything else. So we got to try to, and it doesn't work, but we try to contain it.
Yeah. So thank you guys. Appreciate you watching, and we will see you next week.
Yeah. Have a great week, guys.
Bye.
Bye.